Good morning, everyone. I'm Bonnie Ruddick, the Executive Director for RTO9. I've been with the organization since its inception in 2011. In my role, I lead the development and execution of RTO9's strategic and annual business plan in collaboration with the board of directors and the staff. I oversee all financial operations, transfer payment agreements, and organizational initiatives while providing leadership and support to staff and volunteers. The position oversees partnership funding programs and marketing deliverables, ensures compliance with governance and reporting requirements, and facilitates board and annual general meetings. Acting as RTO9's key liaison, I represent the organization with government, industry partners, and external committees to advance tourism development across the region, while working closely with our regional advisors Mia, Louie, and Katie. We would like to acknowledge the land that we identify as R209 as the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Huron-Wendat peoples. RTO9 honors the land, the people, and the treaties, recognizing the original guides of these territories and their enduring contributions. As treaty people, we all share the responsibility to uphold these agreements in a fair and respectful way. As a partner of Indigenous Tourism Ontario, R209 is committed to supporting Indigenous communities by creating space for their stories and help fostering socio-economic growth through tourism. I just wanted to provide a brief overview of the territory, the geographic boundaries that RTO9 covers. So we are one of 11 tourism organizations created and funded by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Gaming. We represent Southeastern Ontario. RTO9 brings together tourism partners across 11 destinations spanning from Cornwall, Stormont, Dundas and Glengarry, and Prescott Russell in the east, along the St. Lawrence River through Brockville, Gananoque, Kingston. The region also includes shared tourism assets such as the Rideau Canal, with RTO11 and Ottawa Tourism. And we represent the Bay of Quinte, Prince Edward County, uniting under the Regional Collaborative Tourism umbrella. And I'm not sure if Mia is on the call today.
I don't see her, Bonnie.
Okay. Well, Mia is one of our regional tourism advisors. Mia covers most of the region. We have two other tourism advisors, Louie, who covers Cornwall, SDG, and Prescott Russell. And we also have Katie, who covers Prince Edward County. So basically, Mia covers from Bay of Quinte right through to Brockville and including the Thousand Islands Rideau Canal Waterways. That's Mia's contact information, but as Meg noted, we'll share the recording with everyone after, and feel free to reach out to Mia at any time. This is what we call our tourism funnel. So we just wanted to kind of give everyone on the call a bit of an idea of how things sort of work and who communicates with who. So the tourism funnel flows from the ground up, beginning with the local tourism businesses such as hotel attractions and tour operators that create the visitor experience. These businesses are supported and promoted by your local destination marketing organization, Thousand Islands Rideau Canal Waterways, which package and market community level offerings. So the DMOs feed information into the RTO, which build broader regional identities and initiatives. And in turn, we feed information into Destination Ontario. That's a provincial body that markets Ontario as a whole. And then at the top, we have Destination Canada that promotes the entire country in global markets. Information, products, and branding flow upward through the funnel, while marketing, funding, and visitor demand flow back down, ultimately benefiting all the local businesses. And just quickly to meet our team, as I mentioned, I'm Bonnie. Meg is our operations manager. Steve is our senior marketing manager. And Leslie is our digital marketing manager. And you'll hear from each of them further on in the presentation. As our core funder is the ministry, they have established guidelines and pillars within which we operate. So my colleagues and I will now provide you with a brief overview of the strategy and key initiatives that are undertaken in each of these 5 pillars. So under product development, our focus is on strengthening partner capacity by identifying and closing gaps that may limit product development and ensuring that opportunities are actively pursued across the region. By equipping partners with the right tools, resources, and knowledge, we enable them to create high-value, competitive tourism products that stand out in the marketplace. We also encourage innovation and collaboration, helping partners to enhance existing offerings and bring new experiences to life. Over the past fiscal year, this work has been advanced through a series of strategic initiatives, including in-depth research to guide decision-making, targeted workshops and webinars to build skills and foster collaboration, and ongoing industry communications to keep partners informed, engaged, and aligned with regional priorities. We encourage you to check out our industry website, rto9.ca, to keep informed. Now I'm going to turn it over to Steve and Leslie to speak about our marketing.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Steve Weir, and I'm the Senior Marketing Manager at RTO9, Southeastern Ontario. My role as Senior Marketing Manager with RTO9 is to lead the creation and execution of marketing strategies that position our region as a must-visit travel destination. My role is to lead RTO9's marketing vision, build partnerships, and deliver campaigns that strengthen Southeastern Ontario's reputation as a vibrant, connected destination. We work closely with federal and provincial partners, tourism operators, and municipalities, as well as the destination marketing organization, like the team here at Islands Rideau Canal Waterways, Anne and her team, participating on the call today. They'll be speaking later in the presentation. We try our best to align campaigns and maximize reach, fostering cross-promotion among destinations in Southeastern Ontario to encourage multi-destination visitation. Our paid media strategy includes seasonal and thematic marketing campaigns and partnerships with Destination Ontario and other tourism partners. Campaigns like our new waterway guides, winter wellness, culinary and cycle trails are just a few examples. These campaigns target major cities and regions within Ontario, including Toronto and Ottawa. As well, we target Quebec residents, and particularly those in Montreal and the surrounding area. We also target New York State, cities like Buffalo and Syracuse, to attract our neighbors to the south who are interested in exploring Canada close to home. In addition to working with our destination partners, we strengthen our reach by working closely with provincial organizations like the Culinary Tourism Alliance, Attractions Ontario, and Ontario by Bike. These partnerships help us extend the Southeastern Ontario brand and target niche audiences, foodies, families, and active travelers through established and trusted channels. In earned media, we amplify our efforts and build credibility with audiences through joint media releases and regional marketing kits. We coordinate hosted media fan tours that cross sub-regional boundaries, collaborating with influencers who can authentically speak to multiple locations in one trip. We also pitch regional storylines that highlight unique multi-destination experiences and itineraries. In partnership with our marketing agency, we develop an annual marketing plan that outlines campaigns, budgets, and key performance indicators. Access to research and visitor data help to guide joint decision-making. Destination marketing organizations are the local marketing experts in their communities. They know their audience, assets, and stories the best. And we at the RTO work in partnership with DMOs to align our messaging, strengthen the visitor journey, and avoid duplication. It's critical to work together to increase the region's visibility and competitiveness in Ontario and in Canada and internationally. We create strong visitor experiences that encourage long stays and return trips while ensuring that marketing dollars are maximized through alignment and collaboration. Now over to Leslie McDougall, our Digital Marketing Manager. Leslie?
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. I'm Leslie, the Digital Marketing Manager with RTO9. And my role is to manage our digital presence, including our website, social media channels, blogs, and newsletters, and to use those platforms to share the story of Southeastern Ontario with potential visitors. As you saw from the map, Southeastern Ontario is a large and diverse region, and within it, there are thousands of tourism-related businesses, from accommodations and restaurants to farms, shops, galleries, attractions, trails, and more. My role is to promote the region as a whole through our own owned digital channels. I'm fortunate to work with a small but gifted team of contracted creators who support the content development. Our team of digital ambassadors who live throughout the region capture authentic photos and short form video, and you may have met Roseanne and Natalie when they were filming in your area. We also work with several freelance writers who help us craft blog stories, itineraries, and travel guides. I build our seasonal content calendars, which serve as a roadmap for weekly storytelling across our channel. These calendars are guided by consumer research, seasonal themes, and emerging travel trends. Once drafted, the calendars are shared with our DMO partners, like the team at Thousand Island Rideau Canal Waterways. Our website and channels are designed to inspire people to visit the region rather than operate as a traditional directory. We share stories, blogs, reels, contests, and monthly events roundup to highlight experiences and spark curiosity. When visitors are ready for more practical details, like where to stay or what's happening, we link them directly with our destination partner website. This approach helps visitors plan their trip while also bringing more people to your local businesses. We connect regularly with all the DMOs across Southeastern Ontario, and each month they have the opportunity to share new offerings, events, and opportunities they would like us to highlight. While each campaign can spotlight only a limited number of operators at a time, our focus is on long-term exposure across the region through rotating themes and seasonal campaigns. Staying connected with your team at Thousand Island Rideau Canal Waterways will help ensure your business is considered for future opportunities. On the industry side, our RTO9 website, a monthly newsletter, are your go-to resources for anything tourism related to help you grow your business. You'll find information on upcoming workshops, funding opportunities, data insights, and more. The website has recently been updated. It's easier to use on mobile and desktop, and it's a true one-stop shop for everything you need to stay connected in tourism. And if you haven't already signed up for our newsletter, you will see a QR code at the end of this presentation. And now back to you, Bonnie.
Thank you, Leslie, and thank you, Steve. So for workforce development, our priority is to position tourism as a career of choice in Southeastern Ontario by highlighting the many opportunities the sector offers and by raising awareness of its vital role in our regional economy. We are committed to increasing industry access to valuable workforce development tools, resources, and training that strengthen skills, build capacity, and foster long-term career growth. By ensuring that the tourism sector is valued and supported across the region, we empower industry partners to make informed strategic decisions about their workforce needs. Over this past fiscal year, this has included the sharing of industry research, active participation in workforce development initiatives, and we also have our annual Tourism Summit. So for 2026, the annual Tourism Summit will take place on November 17th and 18th at the Dev Center in Cornwall, and we look forward to seeing you there. So for investment attraction, we're committed to connecting tourism partners with relevant, timely, and actionable data and research that supports informed decision-making. By collaborating on high-value, high-utility research projects, we ensure the partners have access to insights they need to guide investments, identify emerging opportunities, and strengthen competitiveness. The information is generated through these collaborative efforts has been well received by our partners, and is importantly has translated into meaningful action across the region. Over the past fiscal year, our work has focused on advancing research initiatives and exploring new investments that align with both industry needs and regional priorities. Now I'm going to turn it over to Meg to speak about our partnership funds.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Meg Dabros. I'm the operations manager here at RTO9. In my role, I help oversee the Partnership Fund program and support a variety of administrative initiatives, from organizing board activities and workshops to webinars and product development projects. So one of the key pillars that guides the work we do here at RTO9 is partnerships. Our goal with this pillar is simple. It's to provide meaningful support to tourism partners across Southeastern Ontario and to build strong collaborative relationships through ongoing communication. We do this by working on special projects with strategic partners such as Destination Ontario, Destination Canada, the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario, the Tourism Industry Association of Canada, and sector groups like the Culinary Tourism Alliance, Ontario by Bike, Attractions Ontario, and many others. These partnerships open the door to new opportunities and help strengthen the region's economic development. Another major piece of this work is our Partnership Fund program. This is a 50-50 cost share funding initiative we release each year to support businesses in enhancing their tourism products. Funding categories change annually based on what the industry needs most, whether that's signage, marketing initiatives, professional photos, event support, or training opportunity. The goal is always to help businesses stay competitive, fill gaps, and be market ready. And applications are currently open for the Partnership Fund program. They will be closing on March 22nd, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Beyond funding and collaboration within the industry, our team also represents Southeastern Ontario at regional, provincial, and national events as speakers and panelists. By participating in these larger conversations, we're able to highlight the amazing work happening across our region and make sure our destinations and businesses have a voice on the bigger stage. So next, I would like to pass it over to Anne Weir and her team at Islands Rideau Canal Waterways to share more information about their organization and their work they're doing to assist tourism in your region. Anne, over to you.
Why, thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you could be a part of this today. And afterwards, would like to have some input from individuals that are on the line here. My name's Anne Weir. I'm the Economic Development Manager for the United Counties of Leeds and Grenville. And we'll get into the entire team because it is a team effort on much of what we do. Just, what is the Thousand Islands Rideau Canal Waterways? Two world-renowned waterways, the Rideau Canal and the Thousand Islands. I really feel fortunate to live in this region, and I always said I wanted to be in a place and work in a place that was a tourism destination. I had visions of sand and umbrellas with beverages on a hot beach, but this is certainly a great destination to be in as well. In the region, we're fortunate we have Parks Canada as well as Ontario Parks and the St. Lawrence Parks Commission, one of the largest tourism employers in the region. We have two UNESCO designations, one for around the biosphere and the second around the Rideau Canal Waterways, as well as the many lakes and rivers, and as you can see, the hiking trails. So who are we? Well, we're fairly young in some ways. Thousand Islands Rideau Canal Waterways is part of the United Counties of Leeds and Grenville. We're the destination management organization that was appointed by council, and a strategy was formed, and this is our first strategy, was formed in 2022. And Joanne's going to put some links in this chat if you want to get to some of these documents. Our vision was simple in the way of wanting to become a year-round destination. Traditionally, we have been summer and a little bit of the shoulder season, and entice visitors, residents for an array of unique experiences, diverse, high quality, and celebrated travelers. Much of our area cannot take the heavy buses and numbers, so we have to regulate what is a good balance for us. So our mission is to nurture the regional tourism culture that clearly and inclusively and collaboratively balances the needs of our visitors, tourism partners, communities, and the environment, because we do have some sensitivities in our environment. In the way of what regions, and some of you on the line I can see are from some of these different townships. So we have, as United Counties, 10 member municipalities, and we collaborate with 3 of our partner municipalities. One of those, town of Prescott, falls under this DMO. And then there is separate 2 DMOs that we collaborate, both Brockville and Town of Gananoque, who have also had separated, who also have had sessions like this. So we do overlap a little bit, but we also take the advantage of that in allowing much more collaboration. Our brand is pretty straightforward. We took 2 of our iconic assets and put them together and created what we called 2 iconic tourism attractions in one destination. And then we're starting to build the products on that, and I'll touch more on this in a second. So you'll see Fresh Baked in the corner there. Thousand Islands Rideau Canal Waterways is always attached to whatever additional product that we are developing. So we're fortunate in that we have both tourism and economic development under one roof. And so not only do we do marketing or management for tourism, we also have economic development in the way of how we support business and support tourism operators. So for example, Meg just talked about the RTO9 Partnership Fund. When you're looking for letters of support for that, that is something that we do as the Economic Development Department. And Shelby McFarland, who's also on the call here today, does those letters for us to sign off on. But it's not just this fund. We help you sourcing other funds as well. We're also doing a wholesale to business wholesale food trade show. And we are still open to receive anyone that is interested in being a buyer or a seller for food or retailing, or you can be for a buyer, you can be from outside of Leeds Grenville. But this is our way of strengthening the buy local and having more outlets within the region that sell local products. That's on March 23rd. All this information comes out through our business e-newsletter, and Joanne, you can either scan the code here, or Joanne will again put the e-newsletter in the chat there for you to link with. That comes out every 2 weeks, and it's instrumental to our communication. We have well over 5,000 businesses that are in our region, and this is our main way of communicating what grants are available, and it's very focused to business. So this is how we support you. Also, under our office, we have the Small Business Development Service, Small Business Office, and they can do one-on-one consults with you if you're within your first 5 years, or we also have Shelby that is interested in growing further. She'll meet with you. We have what's called Starter Company Plus program, as well as our Summer Company Plus, Summer Starter Company program. And those are both going to be starting up in the next little while and was in our last e-newsletter. So if that's interest to you, by all means. Both of those programs have micro grant opportunities that counties offer to businesses through our relationship with the province. We also provide training opportunities through Foodpreneur and other avenues that we do. So again, that's through our business e-newsletter that will provide that. As part of our tourism strategy, we had a goal to start developing product for the region. And what we have created is called Tourism Adventures. And at this point, we have about 70 different sites and businesses that are engaged based on certain criterion. And you can see the adventures there, from gardens to bottle and barrel, and animal adventures is new for 2026. So definitely look into those, and this is an excellent opportunity. We'll continue to expand that. And how else do we do marketing? Well, we take our website, we have all the businesses listed on our website, and we're about to do a new website in 2026 that'll have more mapping and be more responsive. We also do advertising, and listed there are some of the places that we have gone. And we also have both our social media platform that Andrew Stacy heads up in our office, and they're both on Facebook and on Instagram, and those links are going into the chat as well. The Adventures brochure, we do a distribution of over 30,000. This has been our most popular piece, and here's the map from 2025. We're very close to finalizing 2026. This gives you all the different opportunities as part of the adventures, and you can cluster them. So this was our way of trying to get money directly to businesses. And this was part and parcel coming out of the pandemic and the very need to make sure that revenues were coming directly to businesses. So as part of our team, you can see them listed there and our faces as well. Certainly, if you want to connect with any of us, Joanne's putting in the chat our contacts page, and we're happy to provide you with any support and assistance as we go forward here. So that's a little bit of an insight. But one of the things that, both that we're having in the near future is we are meeting with Minister Cho. And if there's any feedback on the tourism industry that you'd like to share, we'd be interested in hearing that as we continue in our discussion right now. Don't mind if anyone puts up, if I can, Meg, I'm not sure if that's okay to do, but I just thought we'd take advantage of having some people around the table that would be great to provide us feedback.
Yeah, go ahead, Anne.
Okay. If anyone could put on their camera and certainly, your thoughts on how things are going for your business, and what areas you'd like to see us go further in. I can see we have Kim and Cynthia there, and a few others that I know. Eric, oh, there we go, from Spencerville Fair, and certainly, by all means. Is there anyone that would like to start? And I'm going to say the name wrong. Is it Annie? Annie? Who's just put your camera on?
Hello.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's Ananishi Drones is my business, but it's Paul. Paul
Oh,
Carl.
hi, Paul.
So yeah, I used to live in Ivory, so I know Thousand Islands very well. How do I start? You know what I would love to see is more historical tourism.
Okay.
Leeds and Grenville and Thousand Islands has such beautiful history, and we always seem to focus on tourism now, but there's such beautiful stories. Why is the Thousand Islands Parkway the way it is? Or, why is Ivory or Lansdowne named what it is? Little things like that. I would love to see that.
And what format would you like to see that in?
Oh, so many questions.
I know I'm full of questions all the time. And sorry to put you on the spot, but I'm always curious because
Oh,
history comes
oh,
up a lot, and our
oh,
challenge is how do we communicate that,
oh.
and what platforms would people be willing to listen to? So yeah,
That I don't
and
know yet. I don't know.
okay,
I don't know.
all right, no, that's great. Thank you for
Thank
your
you for
input.
thank you for asking me the first.
Yeah.
And
Cynthia, I see your camera on.
yeah, I was just going to also, Paul's suggestion is a really good one. I mean, I was involved with doing the historical signs in Sealy's Bay, and there's people come in all the time and they talk about those historical signs that they see throughout our area, and they really enjoy reading them. So I don't know whether that's a possibility, is including some of what Paul's suggesting in the form of historical signs.
That's a great suggestion. No, and certainly wayfinding signage is definitely within our strategy. And this is good input to hear, other type of signage would be of interest. So yeah.
Paul will reach out to you as well because I think it's something we would like to work with. You are.
Okay. Kim, I see you're in the chat there. You wanted to say a few words. You don't have your camera. That's okay. Voice is good.
I'm actually in Toronto with the kids, and nobody wants to see what room they've put me in. So, hi, thank you very much for this presentation. Just love it. A couple of things to follow on Paul's comment and Cynthia. Heritage would be an excellent map in the way that you've done the foodie map. It would be wonderful for all of the local heritage sites to see, museums. That's heritage. It might be interesting to tie it in with culture and heritage as well, to do another map. And I know I've talked about this quite a bit, but I just read an interesting report released by ArtVest, and it was sponsored by the Canada Council for Arts. And arts and culture contribute about $65 billion directly to Canada's GDP. And it really has outpaced a lot of the overall economic growth in a lot of areas. And I think that it would be really interesting to, again, and I've mentioned it before, sort of capitalize on the cultural tourism. This generates longer stays and higher visitor spendings. And I think that the visual and applied arts in the area, Merrickville, certainly our area, there's a new gallery opening up in Westport. It will strengthen entrepreneurship and local economic resilience. And I think that it also strengthens belonging, which you are really working hard at creating. And it also will help cultural and heritage can help coordinate shoulder season economic strategies as well. So in our area, certainly the new initiative for Spring into Rideau, Daffodil Days, Maple Syrup festivals that are all in our area are pretty fantastic. So that was my thought.
Excellent. Thanks, Kim, for your input. Eric, over to you.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric with the Spencerville Fair. I also actually sit on our district board for all of the fairs in Eastern Ontario. So there's about 18 of us, all the way to the Quebec border. I think something, obviously, with the fair season, we're heavily into that already, which is kind of crazy to believe as the snow is melting, but it really doesn't stop. But some kind of tourism promotion around agriculture. Like, it doesn't have to just be around fairs, but there's a lot of agriculture and rich agriculture in this area, that highlighting that would be a great way. Speaking from a fair perspective, there's a lot of fairs in the area for Leeds and Grenville that maybe a fair passport would be a great idea, where all the fairs can work together, because they're all struggling. They're all nonprofits. They all struggle for advertising dollars and well, being able to spend the money on advertising. It's tough. So if there was some kind of initiative for a passport to encourage multiple stops to multiple fairs, that they could sign up, either, if you worked with the fairs, I'm sure they'd be happy to throw some passes, weekend passes, day passes, or entertainment passes towards a giveaway, if that's something that they're able to do. But I do think something that promoted the fair season, because it starts in the end of July and goes all the way to September, and for me all the way to October. So it's a long period of fairs, and every week there's a fair that I either have to attend or go to. And I just know that if there was some kind of initiative for people to kind of, I can get a stamp here, get a stamp there, and by the end of it, I could win something for next year. I think that would help increase attendance to multiple fairs. They're fairs of different magnitudes too. They all offer something different. Yes, they are at the crux of it an agricultural society, but they all are different in their own ways. And I think if there was something like that, it would be beneficial. And it's nice to see you, and Joanne. I see some people on the call like Mary Tessier, so it's great to talk to everyone.
Fabulous. No, that's great input. And I'll just share again, this is on our Facebook page, and you'll see here that we start the fair season early here in April.
Yes.
So you've got the Delta Maple Syrup Festival starting April 18th to 19th. And you can see all our maple syrup producers there. And this is from one of the posts that Andrew had done. So yes, the more that comes in and we can share, the more content that Andrew can put up online. Here's some of the other posts where we've done a reshare of RTO9s, and then some of the music that goes on weekly, and some of our operators that have been featured. And here's one for Stone Manor in the way of a 4-week moccasin workshop. So those are some of the pieces that, and we've got preempting of buskers. So definitely lots going on in this region. Oh, yeah. And by all means, continue. The resharing is absolutely critical. And then we're making sure RTO9 is always looped into these posts as well, so that they can reshare. All righty. Any other comments? And then I'll turn it back to RTO9.
Can I actually just jump in on that point about the fairs and agritourism? Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
I noted when you said the agritourism, because I'm like, oh, we have something going on that. Yeah, go.
Yeah. So, and this might be of interest to you, Eric. So last year we created the Waterway Guides, which were a series of guides to promote specifically kayaking and canoeing and boating and anything around waterways. Then we promoted that campaign with Destination Ontario, and it was actually one of our biggest campaigns that we've done with Destination Ontario. So this year we've created a committee with the destinations. And the theme of this will be agritourism. And so we're just starting out with a working group. But this will also be promoted with Destination Ontario in partnership with Destination Ontario and all of our destination managers. And so you might actually be a good person for me to connect a writer with, because fairs obviously fall into that agritourism component. And if you're sitting on a board, then I imagine you have a lot of information that would be helpful for us to kind of really push the fair component within this campaign.
Yeah, no, I can connect with you for sure, because I know a lot about fairs. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's a huge part of, I think, what makes our region unique as well. I mean, some of these fairs are some of the oldest in Canada, if not, Ontario. So I think it definitely brings something unique to what Southeastern Ontario is. So yeah, I would love to be able to connect you with the writer that's working on this campaign, if that's okay.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Loop me in.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'd like to add too, Eric, and you brought up some great points as well as everyone else. We're actually working on agritourism development too. So from the experience perspective, so we have a workshop coming up in March, and we plan on doing a few more in our next fiscal year. But just circling back to your passport idea, I think that I would love to have a conversation with you regarding that, and maybe Anne could join us just to see how we could help. But I think like anything that your fair committee could come up with, I think as a starter would be really good. And then we'll see how Anne and I could maybe help push that a bit forward. So
Absolutely.
just let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll just say thank you, everyone, unless there's any more questions. Thank you, Anne, and your staff for joining us today. I don't know if there we go. Thank you. Yes, sign up for our industry newsletter. And again, November 17th, 18th in Cornwall, we're having our tourism summit. It's a great 2-day event, so we encourage everyone to attend. We do have some sponsorship opportunities out as well, if anyone is interested. And thank you all for joining us today. And as Meg said, the recording will be available online as well. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.